Hello and welcome to Maths by Anuj.
Next question we have the range of function fx box of 1 plus sin x plus box of 2 plus sin x by 2 plus dot 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 n plus sin x by n box for all x belongs to 0 to pi, n belongs to n natural number, and the symbol denotes GIF, that is greatest integer function. Options are n square plus n minus 2 by 2, n into n plus 1 by 2, n into n plus 1 by 2, c n into n plus 1 by 2, n square plus n plus 2 by 2, n square plus n plus 4 by 2, and d n into n plus 1 by 2, n square plus n plus 2 by 2. So we have fx is equal to box of 1 plus sin x plus box of 2 plus sin x by 2 plus dot 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 n plus sin x by n. Now we know this property that if there is an integer within a greatest integer function, for example 1 plus x, so it can be written as 1 plus box of x because 1 is an integer. Similarly, I will apply this property here, and I can write that fx is equal to 1 plus 2 plus dot 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 n. N because n is here, it is given in the question that n is a natural number, plus we will be left with box of sin x plus box of sin x by 2 plus dot 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 up till box of sin x by n. Now we have x belongs to 0 to pi. So I will draw the graph for sin x. The graph for sin x is like this. It goes like this. This is between 0 to pi. 0 to pi. At 0, sin x is 0, and at pi also it becomes 0. This is at pi by 2 it becomes 1. So to find the range, I need to get the minimum value of this series, that will be 0 when the minimum value of this series of this summation is 0 when x is equal to 0. So the range, the first means like fx minimum, the minimum value of fx minimum will be 1 plus 2 plus dot 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 till n, that is n into n plus 1 by 2. And now for the greatest value, like the maximum value of fx, I see these sin x are in within greatest integer function, so they can only return an integer value. So the greatest integer value that sin x can return is 1. Okay, so if sin x is equal to 1, that is when x is equal to pi by 2. So for all the rest of the values beyond this, like for sin x by 2 and all these values, they won't be equal to 1 because they will lie between 0 to 1, like sin x by 2 and all those values will lie between. So the greatest integer for them will be GIF for them will be equal to 0. So fx max will be n into n plus 1 by 2 plus 1, that is equal to n square plus n plus 2 by 2. So the range is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 comma n square plus n plus 2 by 2. Hence the correct option is D. Next question we have, if f from R to R fx equal to x square plus ax plus 1 upon x square plus x plus 1, then the complete set of values of a such that fx is onto is minus infinity to infinity, minus infinity to 0, 0 to infinity, D not possible. So we have fx is equal to x square plus ax plus 1 upon x square plus x plus 1. So let us take this to be y. So this becomes y is equal to x square plus ax plus 1 upon x square plus x plus 1. Now cross multiply, we get x square plus x plus 1 is equal to x square plus ax plus 1. Now we get x square into y plus xy plus y is equal to x square plus ax plus 1. So x square y minus 1 plus x into y minus a plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now the domain is R, that is x belongs to R. So D must be greater than equal to 0. So D is y minus a whole square minus 4 into y minus 1 into y minus 1 greater than equal to 0. So solving this, we get y square minus 2ay plus a square minus 4 into y square minus 2y plus 1 greater than equal to 0. So solving this, I get minus 3y square plus y into minus 4 into 2 is 8 minus 2a plus a square plus 1 greater than equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic in y. The coefficient of y square is negative. It means this is a downward parabola. This is a downward parabola, and it is saying that it is greater than equal to 0. So the parabola should be something like this. So it is not possible that it will be always positive, because for some time at any point it will have to cross the x-axis, and at that point in this region the the equation will be negative here down the x-axis. So this is not possible. Hence the answer is D. Next question we have, if fx and gx be two functions such that fx is equal to box of x plus box of minus x and gx is equal to fractional part x for all x belongs to R and hx is equal to f of gx, then which of the following is incorrect? This sign denotes greatest integer function and this denotes fractional part function. Option A, fx and hx are identical functions. B, fx is equal to gx has no solution. C, fx plus hx is greater than 0 has no solution. Fx minus hx is periodic function. So we'll proceed. We have fx is equal to greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of minus x. So fx is equal to 0 for x belongs to an integer and minus 1 for x does not belongs to an integer. Now this can be seen by taking x as any integer value. For example, if I take x to be equal to be minus 1, okay, then this is an integer, so fx will be minus 1 box plus box of minus 1, that is plus 1, box of plus 1. This becomes minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Now if I take any integer non-integer value, for example 0.5, then I get box of 0.5 plus box of minus 0.5. So this becomes 0 minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Now this is true for all the integer values, that for all integer values the fx will be 0 and for all non-integral values fx will be minus 1. So we got our fx and gx is given to be fractional part of x. Fractional part of x. So this is equal to 0 when x belongs to integer. Okay, and it will be fractional part of x only for x does not belongs to integer. Okay, now hx is equal to f of gx, that is equal to f of fractional part of x. Okay, so this can be written as f of 0 because fractional part of x is 0 when x belongs to integer. Okay, and f of fractional part of x for x does not belongs to integer. Okay, now what is f of 0? F of 0 is 0, so this becomes 0 for x belongs to integer. And f of fractional part of x, so fractional part of x lies between 0 to 1, so and it won't take any integer value other than 0, but for that 0 we have already written the value of hx. So for in this range the value of hx will become minus 1 for x belongs to, sorry, x does not belongs to integer. Now we got hx. Hx is 0 for x belongs to integer and minus 1 for x does not belongs to integer. Hence I see hx and fx are identical functions. So the option A is not correct. Option A is true. Now fx is equal to gx has no solution. So for this I need to draw graph. So what was fx? Fx was equal to 0 for x belongs to integer and minus 1 for x does not belongs to integer. Okay, and gx is equal to fractional part of x. So now I'll draw the graph for a fractional part of x and for f of x. So this is and it goes like this. So this is 1. Okay, now f of x. So at 0 f of x will be 0. Okay, then as we move ahead it will be -1, and again when it will be an integer it will be 0. Again here there will be a gap, and again it will move ahead. As it encounters a integer it will be 0 here. So I can clearly see there are solutions, this one and this one, that fx is equal to gx will have a solution. So fx is equal to gx has no solution. This statement is incorrect and we have to identify the incorrect statement. So this option is true. Now fx plus hx is greater than 0 has no solution. So let me write what was hx. Hx was equal to 0 for x belongs to integer and -1 for x does not belongs to integer. Okay, so fx plus hx will be equal to 0 and -2 for x belongs to integer and x does not belongs to integer. So in either of the case fx plus hx is not greater than 0, so obviously it will have no solution. So this statement is true. And similarly fx minus hx, if we do fx minus hx we get 0. This is a constant function. So constant function is periodic but the period is not defined. Okay, so this statement is also true. Hence the correct option is B. Next question we have, number of elements in the range set of fx is equal to box of x upon 15 into box of -15 upon x for all x belongs to 0 to 90 where the sign denotes greatest integer function. Options are A 5, B 6, C 7 and D infinite. So we have fx is equal to box of x upon 15 into box of -15 upon x. Okay, now for x belongs to 0 to 15, x belongs to 0 to 15, in 0 to 15 x upon 15, this thing will lie between 0 to 1. Hence box of x upon 15 will be equal to 0. This is why, because x is less than 15. Okay, so it cannot be greater than 1. So obviously it will lie between 0 to 1 and the greatest integer for that part is 0. So hence I can write fx is equal to 0 for x belongs to 0 to 15. Now for 15 to 30, okay, for 15 to 30 at x equal to 15 we will have 15 upon 15, box of 15 upon 15, that is 1, box of 1, and box of -15 upon 15, that is -1. So 1 into -1 is -1. Okay, now for values of x greater than 15 and less than 30. So like 16, 17, 18 and all, x by 15, x by 15 belongs to what? 1 to 2. It won't be 1, but it will be 2, and won't be equal to 2, but it will lie between 1 and. So for value for minus 15 upon x, minus 15 upon x. Now in this value, in this we see x is greater than 15. Okay, x will be greater than 15. So this value belongs to minus 1 to 0. Okay, belongs to minus 1 to 0. So the GIF will be the this one, the GIF will be equal to 1, and for this the GIF will be minus 1. So 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So this is minus 1 for x belongs to minus, sorry, for x belongs to 15 to 30. Now for 30 to 45, 30 to 45. Okay, at x equal to 30, we get 30 by 2, 30 by 15, that is 2, and minus 15 by 30, that is minus half. So greatest integer of minus half. So this will be 2 into minus 1 is equal to minus 2. Okay, this is for x equal to 30. Okay, now for x greater than 30, for x greater than 30, x by 15 will lie between 2 to 3. Okay, 2 to 3. So the greatest integer function will be 2, and again 15 by x, minus 15 by x will lie between minus 1 to 0. So the greatest integer will be minus 1. Similarly, so the fx will be equal to minus 2. Now for all x ahead of this, greatest integer function of minus 15 by x will be always minus 1. Okay, for any values beyond this, greatest integer of minus 15 by x will be equal to minus 1. Okay, so only now I will find the greatest integer function values for x by 15 ahead of this. Okay, so fx is equal to, now for 45 to 60, 45 to 60, it will be minus 3. Okay, and for 60 to 45, sorry, 60 to 75, it will be minus 4, because 60 by 15 will be 4, and fx will be equal to minus 5 for x belongs to 75 to 90. Okay, so how many values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the correct option is B. We have next question. The graph of function fx is shown below. This is the graph for fx. The graph of gx is equal to 1 upon f of mod x is. The options are given here. So let us draw first fx. Fx is given to be like this. Okay, so now let us first draw the graph for 1 upon fx. 1 upon fx will be, now at x, at this is x-axis, let us mark it, and this is y-axis, this is y dash, that is negative of y. So at x, at when f of x is negative, tending to minus infinity, sorry, fx tends to minus infinity, then 1 upon fx will tend to 0. Okay, so and as fx will tend to 0, 1 upon fx will tend to infinity. As fx tends to 0, 1 upon fx tends to minus infinity. Okay, so it will be like this. One upon fx. Okay, 1 upon fx will be like this. Okay, now we see it is increasing. After this it is increasing. Here at this point it is 0, f of x is 0, so at f of x is 0 it will become infinity. Okay, so from here it will become infinity, and as we increase f of x, 1 upon f of x will decrease, and at the peak point it will come at point, and again we are decreasing the value of f of x, so again it will keep increasing like this, it will go on. So this is the graph for 1 upon f of x, but I want the graph for 1 upon f of mod x. So now the negative values in f of x will also show the answer for the positive values of x. Okay, so this part will become in this region. So this positive part corresponding to that negative part will give the same result, that it will become like this. Okay, and this will become like this in the negative region. See, this negative region corresponds to this positive region. If we put values of fx here from this part, it will show the same graph as the values we are getting from this part. Okay, so hence this graph will be similar to like this. So this is the graph for gx, this is the graph for g of x. Hence the correct option is C.